Hi guys, today's video I wanted to make it because of everything that's going on nowadays with everyone being inside and the gyms being closed, and a lot of people have been asking the question of how long is it going to take before I start losing my gains, and what is the best way to maintain that. Well, there's a couple of things that I want to cover before that, but in short, before I even get to the details, it's really hard to lose your gains. It takes months to even lose a few pounds of actual muscle. If you start eating junk, the first thing you'll notice is your body fat's gonna go up, but your muscle mass isn't necessarily gonna go down quickly. What happens first when you stop going to the gym is obviously the intensity of the exercise is going to go down. So with intensity going down, now you're not putting as much stress on the body, and your body isn't going to see that there's a requirement for it to keep producing more muscle. Now what that means initially is you're not going to be making as much muscle, although you could still technically build some muscle while training at home, doing some home workouts. The scenario that I want to play is, let's say you stop completely. So instead of intensity going down, there's just no intensity, okay? So now there's no intensity, there's no reason for your body to produce more muscle mass. And let's say also you're not eating as much protein. So you're not eating as much protein because you figure like, okay, like there's all these snacks, there's no need to meal prep, I'm not going to the gym. So that's normal, that happens. So in this scenario, you're not working out, you're eating less protein. How long until I start losing some muscle? So I wrote down over here in some studies that I found that some athletes saw 6% loss. Keep in mind, this is muscle mass in 3 weeks, and 35% loss in 6 months. Okay, so 6% might seem like a lot, but it's not 6% of body weight, it's 6% of muscle mass. So 6%, let's say you have 100 pounds of muscle for a guy. 100 pounds of muscle, 6% is, well, 6 pounds. So 6 pounds in 3 weeks. That does seem significant, but a lot of us don't carry around 100 pounds. So if you have like 80 pounds of muscle, then that's less, that's like 4 pounds. So that's if your diet is gone completely to the trash, and if your intensity, it's not there because you're not working out in this scenario. So if you are maintaining intensity, if you're still doing something, your body is not going to be producing as much muscle because the muscle fibers aren't being torn at the same rate that it's used to. That's the whole principle of like increasing intensity resistance over time. Your body adapts, is what I'm trying to say. And if there's no need to adapt, then it's not going to create new muscle. But if you keep working out, if you keep putting some resistance, then your body is going to see that there is still a need to maintain muscle, because muscle mass is really hard to maintain for the body. It requires a lot of resources, and the body only cares about one thing, and that is to keep you alive. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is cardio. So before I go into the tips I wanted to give you guys for maintaining, I wanted to go over what happens when you stop doing your cardio, because I know that a lot of us won't have access to treadmills and Stairmaster, and a lot of us love those things because so much better than just going outside and walking your freaking dog, which you should be doing anyways, but I don't know. Let's say you stop doing your cardio, right? So what happens now? So your cardio is actually much easier to go down. than your muscle. You can lose that much faster. Reason being is with cardio, what your body does is when you're pushing it, the intensity, and you're exercising regularly, your body needs to produce more red blood cells to keep up with the demand to oxygenate the body. That way you can perform better. So if you stop cold turkey, then what happens is your body needs to regulate and it stops producing as much red blood cells. And if there's a surplus, then your body's gonna wanna normalize that. So if you take some time off, there are some studies that show that in 2 weeks of not doing cardio, you can shave off as much as 5 minutes off of your 5K, which might not seem like a lot, but if you're a competitive runner, then you're gonna know that is a significant amount in just a short period of time. So cardio, it's the easiest to lose. If you stop doing it, you're going to see loss in red blood cells. And there will be less oxygen driven to the muscles. One of the big things with this is if you stop doing your cardio and you try to keep exercising regularly, you're going to notice that you're going to be getting very, very tired a lot faster than normal, than you're used to. So where this ties in with the whole maintaining muscle is, I know a lot of you guys won't have access to treadmills or Stairmasters and all this fancy equipment to do your cardio, but at the end of the day, it's very, very important that you don't stop doing your cardio, because as soon as you stop doing that, then maintaining the intensity in your regular hypertrophy training or just regular training, it's going to get a lot harder because you won't have as much endurance, you won't have those extra red blood cells to oxygenate your body and to maintain muscle mass. So it all ties together. Even if it's not a lot, what you could do is maybe just do like 2 miles, 1 mile, even 20 minutes, jump rope. There's a whole variety of things that you can do at home, right? It's not as fancy as just doing the treadmill. It's not as cool as doing the Stairmaster, but it's something. So it all ties together. You need to maintain both, and that's going to help you a lot. With nutrition, I don't want to touch too much on that because I'm not exactly like nutritionist or anything, but what I can tell you is try please to not throw your diet down the trash. What I mean by this is whether you have like a stricter bodybuilding diet or just a regular diet, please don't just resort to hoarding up all these snacks because you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna be in quarantine, there's no need for me. There's no need for me to be prepping my meals or eating healthy. Try to prep your meals, even if you're not gonna go anywhere for the rest of the day, so there's no need to like put them in Tupperware. Just put them in Tupperware just so you know in the back of your mind, okay, I have these meals ready to eat. Try to increase your protein intake because that's a lot harder for your body to break down, and it increases the thermogenic effect of muscles. Because they're, like I said, a lot harder to break down than carbs. Carbs are quick, especially when you're just eating a bunch of snacks. And fats, well, they're already fats. So there's no problem turning them into fat. So all in all, I think the biggest tips I would give to maintain muscle, that is to keep your gains, would be to keep working out. That's number one. Don't need a lot of intensity, and if you don't have heavy equipment, obviously that's going to be a lot harder because you can't really go beast mode. But you can make adjustments, right? You can do push-ups, you can do squats, and that's not a lot, and you're not going to be making gains, like huge gains, but you will be maintaining, and that's the name of the game whenever you're stuck at home and you can't go out. You don't want to lose muscle. So keep working out is number one. Don't skip cardio. don't skip cardio. Do your cardio. I'd like to say do it every day, but I know some of us are still working. You might still be very, very busy. So try to get at least 3 or 4 times a week, at least. If you're stuck at home, come on guys, there's no excuse. Get out there, 20 minutes. If you're just gonna be at home, get some cardio in, it's no problem. So keep working out, don't skip your cardio, and don't skip your cardio. Keep eating good food. Don't stock up on too many sweets. Don't go food crazy, is how I like to call it. So that just means don't stock up on an abundance of snacks, because come on people, they're not essential. Get essential foods. You can have some snacks, but just because we're in quarantine doesn't mean that it's a good idea to just stock up on all the foods you want to eat. Okay, so stores are still gonna be filled with food. Get your food. Don't go food crazy. Get more protein. And that can come in any form. Powder's fine. I take powder every day, but don't make protein the only thing you eat. Protein powder the only thing you eat all day long for a protein source. Get good solid sources like chicken breast, lean ground beef. Tilapia is also really lean. Tuna. Try to keep it lean. Try to pick less fatty cuts like wings. They're pretty fatty. You can have them as a cheat meal, but come on people, they're not a really good protein source. So get more protein in your diet. Maintain your protein intake. Don't go food crazy. So those are the diet tips that I'm gonna give you. So that's pretty much it for today. As you can tell, like, it's not super easy to lose your muscle. You have to stop cold turkey, throw your diet out the trash, stop running. So as long as you do the opposite of that, keep training, keep doing your cardio, and keep eating appropriately, then you don't have to worry about losing your muscle mass. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.